Welcome to this edition of Canola TV, featuring the latest information on producing and marketing winter canola in the Southern Plains. Canola TV, a service of PCOM, Producers Cooperative Oil Mill.
Welcome back to Canola TV. Joining us today, Gene Neuens with PCOM. And Gene, it's that time of the year. We're getting close to harvest, and there are options this year that folks can take a look at that are growing canola this year regarding marketing. Tell me about what PCOM has got set up for 2011.
Well, we're about going to handle it the way we have in the past, Ron. We are going to offer active God contracts, which we're being offering right now. We have several people that have already contracted their canola. They base a price on it, and then whatever they bring into us is what we pay them for. If for some reason there's a disaster out there and it's zeroed out, they can't harvest any, they aren't required to bring anything to us. They're forgiven on the Act of God contract. And we've already had some zeroed out this year. It's been a tough year down south especially, and we have lots of wheat fields down there that are gone, and canola just barely hanging on down there. Second contract, when they bring it to the elevator at harvest time, we'll give them a deferred pricing contract, and that gives them until April of next year to sell it. Also, they can sell cash if the price is good across the scale at harvest time. We do take ownership of it at harvest time, and the reason we do that, we start crushing in July, and we have to have ownership to do that. But our deferred pricing contract, there's no fee for that.
But you've got several locations around the entire southern Great Plains that will accept canola, right?
We have about 33 locations right now. When we started out 4 years ago, we had 6 or 7 locations. We have several elevators that have decided to handle it. The reason they do, their producers are growing canola. It's helping the production of the wheat side, so the elevators made the decision to help them do that and give them a delivery point. We have several companies, different companies doing, several local co-ops doing. The Wheeler Brothers, WB Johnson, the private side are handling for us. So it's been a lot better this year. A lot easier to talk to elevators this year to have them handle it.
Right. Now, it remains about a $3 premium over wheat.
We've held a $3 premium. Some days we get down to $2.50 over wheat, but mostly it's $3 to $4 over wheat this year. Generally, you're going to raise enough bushels, equal bushels, in canola that you do in wheat. So it's a pretty good premium. It does cost more to plant it. Does take more time, but there's a premium to do it, plus cleaning your fields up for the next year.
And of course, that's why we did it in the first place, as far as planting canola and getting canola in here.
Dr. Tom Pieper, 2002, a weed scientist for Oklahoma State, said we got to clean wheat up. And how are we going to do it? And the winter rotation was the best way to do it in the dry land areas. And so he started planting just for rotational crop. And that industry is growing. We're going to harvest over 100,000 acres this year. Production's been real good. We have lots of farmers right now that are really happy with it. It's a new industry for us. Mm-hmm. It's brand new. It's something that we didn't have the crop for, we didn't have the seed for, didn't know how to fertilize it in Oklahoma. We have such a hot harvest time. It's different in North Dakota and Canada. So we have a brand new industry. It's been very successful.
One last question, Gene, and that is PCOM is committed to not only just canola but also cottonseed, and you do some sunflowers, I know, as well. And you're actually in the process of starting to move a little bit from downtown to the west side of Oklahoma City. Yeah,
we are in the process of building a new plant. Part of that's been pushed on by Bricktown, advancement down there. The interstate's been moving down there. So in 2013, someplace in that area, we'll probably have a new plant crushing canola. And then probably a year or two after that, we'll move our cottonseed crushing plant out. So we can't shut down. We have to keep running all the time. So we have customers on both sides. So when we get that new plant open, it's going to be very, very advantageous for the producers. We're going to put full refining in. It'll be much more economical to run, more efficient to run. So it should help the market down here considerably. You know, talking about markets, we got other people in the market now, which is what we wanted 5 years ago. And so this has been very advantageous for our producers.
Very good. Gene Neuens joining us today. Gene, of course, with PCOM. For Canola TV, I'm Ron Hayes.
Canola TV, a service of PCOM and produced by OklahomaFarmReport.com.